So this is kind of the fun part of like, how did we actually hear of Charlene? Part of our task was to beat the bushes, was to network with as many different pastors, professors, seminary presidents, writers, as many people as we could to unearth potential candidates who might be a fit for us at First Pres.
We've been in conversation with Charlene for a bit over a year now, and with each conversation and with each passing month, we have grown deeper in relationship and mutual love for one another.
My initial impression was that, wow, she seems to really like the tradition, like the liturgy, sacred music, and even the robe. That is something I did not expect from someone from her generation.
One of the things I was most impressed about is her ability to, even after the first remote kind of conversation that we had with her, she knew our names, she remembered things about our life, she asked about things that had been significant in the telling of our stories.
I have had the opportunity to witness her work in New York during the pandemic. She has been both nimble as an executive pastor and soulful in the crisis, caring for first responders and for people without homes.
We repeatedly heard from references that she's collaborative, effective, organized, shepherds staff well, and that she builds relationships in teams.
I was in particular impressed by her deep desire to connect with all generations, including the younger generation that is increasingly growing up unchurched.
She's warm, she's honest, she's winsome, she's transparent, she's articulate, she's insightful, she's an incredible listener.
After every conversation we have with Charlene, or after I hear a sermon that she's preached, I am left with a feeling of deep peace and hope and excitement.
One of the more memorable experiences I had with Charlene was during our last scheduled meeting with her. We'd asked a lot of questions and received a lot of answers. There was a confidence in her. Confidence to name the elephant in the room and speak the truth. Also the ability to recognize the need for leadership and to wade in. And discernment as to our established relationship over the months, that it was solid enough for us to receive her leadership.
When the PNC Zoomed our chosen candidate to tell her we were calling her to be our next senior pastor, she was humble and filled with gratitude. Her response to us revealed her humanness, her compassion, and her love for our church.
There's many reasons why Charlene is a great fit for First Presbyterian Church of Berkeley. She is a mentor and a strategist and a cheerleader, but not a micromanager.
She has the intellectual capacity to grapple with the implication of the crisis we're in at this time. She has a deep love for all the community in the church and a thoughtful commitment to a strong, informed, authentic preaching of the gospel that will attract others outside the community.
She likes solving problems with people, and that strikes me as a significant part of what church life is about.
Her unique voice will complement that of our amazing staff members, and she will empower the staff to function to the fullest extent of their roles.
I am very confident that she brings the skills and know-how and love for Christ that we need to have at First Pres.
She will discern with us and be intentional and inclusive in creating and expanding community and cultivating worship. We are so honored and humbled to welcome the Reverend Dr. Charlene Han Powell to First Presbyterian Church of Berkeley.